Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a study with me. From the title you can see that this is a 9-hour study with me. I don't do 9 hours of revision every single time I revise, but today I did have a lot to do as mocks are very soon, so I decided I'd film it for you. This video is in collab with a lot of other YouTubers. Their channels are amazing, so make sure that once you've watched my video you go and check out all of their channels and their collab videos too. They all should be up by now, but if they're not, they'll be up very soon, and I hope you enjoy the video and let's get into it. So for breakfast at weekends, I like to have something that will fill me up but isn't too unhealthy. So I had these Cheerio Oat Crisp cereals, and I also cut up a banana to have with it. I also think one of the most important things you can do in the day, especially when you're revising and working hard, is to stay hydrated, so I always have a litre bottle of water with me. I am also turning on my Yankee Candle burner type thing. I always put this on when I revise as it makes me feel really calm and not stressed, so it's all good. I unpacked my bag and put my Relax and De-Stress playlist on Spotify. I will link it down below, but there is a video on it if you want to go and watch that. On Saturdays, I usually try to wake up early, so today I woke up at 7 and started my work at 9. The first thing I did today was my maths homework, as this was the thing I was dreading, so I wanted to get it out the way. Unfortunately, I didn't really understand it. I watched a Hagati maths video, but it still didn't make sense, so I'm just going to go and speak to my teacher during the week. But I did try, and I think I did one of the questions properly, and the other ones I just kind of tried, but probably didn't do very well. But I suppose everyone learns things differently, and everyone doesn't understand something. And then once I'd finished my maths homework, I started doing some history work at 10 o'clock, and this took me around an hour, and I was just doing some flashcards, and then I went through a few flashcards too. By the time I finished these flashcards, it was around 5 to 11, so I decided I'd have a bit of a break for 5 minutes just to check through my Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube, it's just Perks of Law, and yeah, if you'd like to follow it, then please do. It was now 11 o'clock, and I decided to move on to do some business flashcards, so I was just going through them and seeing which ones I knew, and surprisingly, I knew more than I thought I did, so that's good. I was then just going through and highlighting some of the flashcards I'd already made. I didn't have time to highlight in lessons. So in history, I'm studying about Elizabeth I. Well, I did it last year, so I'm just recapping myself for my mocks. So I did some notes on her background and character. So I just did a little family tree and just wrote about oppositions to her becoming queen. So then I made myself lunch, and I was just doing Tassami. This is an online science revision website. I pay for it via my school, so I don't know whether your school will provide it, but you can always ask. Also, I don't know whether anyone else does this, but I don't like the sausage and sausage rolls, so I just have the outside of it. Anyway, so this is just Tassami. This is what it looks like. I am slowly getting through my courses. I did task for around an hour, just a little bit over, and then I decided that it was time for me to get a drink. Once I had made my hot chocolate, I got back on to do some business. So I was doing some notes about economies of scale, and I did a little table and what they mean and everything, and I moved on to create them into flashcards, as that's the way I learn best, but I thought I'd write down the information first to remind myself. So I put these notes inside my textbook and put that away just so I would remember to put it back into my main folders later. If you'd like me to do a video on how I organise my folders, I definitely will. So yeah, leave me a comment down below if you would like that. I then got a notification saying that Primrose Kitten is uploaded. Basically, she is a revision YouTuber. She's definitely one of my favourites. She does videos on chemistry and maths. So I was watching this one, I think it's 72 minutes of C1 or something like that. So I was just making a mind map of the important information she was saying. Definitely go and subscribe to her. I will leave a link to her channel down below. Also, if you're wondering why this took me so long, it's because my Wi-Fi was really slow, so I had to keep stopping it, but yeah. I then finished the video for the day because I decided that it was taking way too long because my Wi-Fi was really slow, so I'm just going to finish that another day. But then my history teacher puts these textbook pages onto our homework website, so I decided that I'd make flashcards from them. I didn't actually do many because it was pretty difficult to summarise the information, but I managed to do quite a few. Once I had finished one of those pages, I decided to go on to practice maths, so I went to the chapter that I understood the least. So my maths teacher put on this sheet, which is all of the topics we need to know for maths GCSE, so I just highlighted ones that I'd like to go back over or I don't understand, and then I'll go back over them later. Next, I moved on to do a business practice paper. I didn't do the entire thing, I just did a few questions, and out of the questions I marked it because it helps me to understand what I do understand and what I don't. So I just went through and marked this, and I got 22 out of 23, so I was pretty proud of myself. So then I put the test away into my practice paper kind of wallet file kind of thing. I always keep them in the same place because then I know where to go, and I also wrote on the top more to complete because there was more to complete, so I thought I'd write it there to remind myself. I then moved on to do some chemistry keywords. So I have this little book which is from Tiger, but I got it quite a while ago, so I'm not sure whether you'll be able to find it, but I just wrote it in the Cornell method and then put it onto flashcards. then time for dinner, so I decided to put my chemistry flashcards away, and tonight we had an Indian takeaway which was very nice. So I had a chicken tikka. Then I decided to make cookies because once I've had a day of revision I need something to calm me down, whether that's watching YouTube, making cookies, etc. I just kind of need something to relax myself. I was also exporting last week's video ready so I could upload it a little bit later, and then the cookies were done, and they don't look that aesthetically pleasing, but they were very nice to eat. And I went upstairs to my room and did another hour of Tassamai. As you can see, it's multiple choice questions, and then you can see which ones you've got wrong. I was then uploading a video and I decided to watch a few videos. So I watched Lovey V's video with her little sister, and that was the end of my revision night. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're new. This video is in collab with many other amazing YouTubers, so make sure to check out their channels. They will all be linked down below, and other stuff that I've mentioned I will link down below will be there. So go and watch their videos, go subscribe, because they really do deserve it. I will see you next week with another video. Bye!